Hello, and welcome to episode 100 of Third Action. I am your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three party members that were here last week. Last week? 2 weeks ago. In the bottom left, we have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Char.
Happy 100!
In the bottom middle, we have Greshy, Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, played by Will.
I think we can drink now. That's good.
And in the bottom right, we have Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Hey everybody, thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks for sticking out these 100 episodes, or binging them if you're catching up on YouTube or podcast feed or whatever you're doing. Or if you're just stopping by for the first time, hello, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. It's been a fun adventure so far, and we've got basically 2 books left to go, so let's power through it.
Mm-hmm.
In this episode, we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. I've got 2 $100 Paizo.com gift cards available for people if they are interested. All you got to do is type a little exclamation mark and a little magical keyword. That keyword... Should I tell the keyword now, or should I do the keyword mid-game? I said I would do it mid-game, so I'm going to do it later. I think I'll do it later. But in any case, let's go and get started. The keyword will be coming up later, and we'll just kind of pick randomly and see who wins some cool stuff. But in any case, let us begin. So last time, on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers sat around planning. Treeception, as it were. Did anything happen? Yes, some things happened. Gunn reunited with his sister, his older sister, at his family's tailory, the Tailory. He learned that they had been that they were being chased out of town by a noble that Gunn indirectly used to work for. Gunn, I guess, spurred to action by this. Got together with Asher, Greshy, and Shough and convinced them to help him devise some kind of plot to wound the reputation of this noble. Caliber Boulette, a local noble of the Riddleport region. You kind of sat around planning for a while, going through some hypothetical scenarios before Shough convinced you to gather some intel first. You gathered up some intel, found out that the merchants would be meeting in a few days' time. It's currently Wheel Day, I believe, or as of game day right now. But you know that the merchants will be getting together on Oath Day. And they will be hosted aboard Caliber Boulette's ship. I think it's the Golden Powder, yes. And the merchants will be guarded by a group of mercenaries known as the Black Scabbard. So you also found out that the White Dragon, the ancient White Dragon Archreist, who made his home in Rhymeskull, which I believe you guys read about in some books earlier when you were looking up the location of the Runeforge, or potential location of the Runeforge, or Runeforge's key, rather. There was supposed to be a white dragon there, but it seems to have died recently, and some adventurers in town were spotted carrying its corpse. Or pieces of its corpse in. So I actually don't remember exactly where we ended the session, but I believe it is still Wheel Day, Abadius the First, basically New Year's Day. The very first day of 4708. You guys spent some time during the day doing some information gathering for a couple hours, and then we're going to regroup, I think. So you regroup in the forest just outside of Riddleport. What do you guys want to do? Don't all go first.
I have no idea. This is all on you, Gunn.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm not seeing too much for us if we're in a bit of a hurry, other than the frontal assault, as it were. I say we crash the meeting from the sky and address the council. Tell them what Lord Bulette has done and see what they make of it.
You realize we don't have an exit scenario for that?
Sure, we don't? Don't we?
If things go south, do you have good ways out for everyone?
How are you at swimming? Asher can swim mighty well.
Not the greatest. Well, terrible, I suppose, but wouldn't do it if I didn't have to. I could fly a little bit to get myself out, but I don't have a good way to get Phelan out too. Or not a convenient way.
I mean, I assumed that Phelan would be shrunk down and you'd carry him.
As long as he stayed shrunk down and I never popped him out to be big for any reason.
You can't re-shrink him? I thought you could.
I can, but it's much less convenient to have to take the time to do that before I leave.
Fair. Yeah. I mean, if it comes down to it, I will hold the line while you guys escape. I'll be the last man out.
I suppose.
Even if I go down, they want to capture me, so you could always stage a jailbreak later.
Aye, that's
Then
true.
we won't get the money. I'll just carry you in knocked out. A sneak
Well, it seems
attack.
the Ember Blades are in Lord Bulette's pocket anyway.
Well, if you know what you want to say, we can get ourselves in there, I'm sure. I don't know.
Generally.
Shalelu crosses her legs and leans back up against the tree. Well, flying's all and well for you guys, but I don't really have a way of getting out there.
Oh, that's totally fine, Shalele. I wouldn't ask you to come along. This isn't your fight. I guess it's not either of these two's fight either, but
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
the three of us have been through a lot
We have
together,
to do each
and
other
so
friend favors.
I am grateful that they are standing with me for this.
Well, I'm more than willing to help out. I just don't have a way to get on a boat at sea. But I'm just as fine
Just
waiting.
tomorrow. Mario
Pay the
said-
bail.
Yeah, I think we can. Perhaps there's something you can do for us from here by holding out a lifeline, helping with escape if it's needed. So that in the worst case, we're not all lost and our quest doesn't end. In fact, we should make sure to tell Shalelu everything we've learned about the rune forge. I think she deserves to hear it. I think she's proven she's like worthy of being trusted with that info. It's very dangerous.
I think
I
Asher's
don't see any
already
reason to
actually
keep
told
it from
me.
her, but
I did
Everything.
everything.
The key, the
the key, the statues, the
Oh, great.
All the other stuff. I had like
Nothing to
3 days.
Nothing to catch her up on then.
Well,
It took a
Good.
while for you guys to get to Riddleport, so we had a lot of time to talk.
yeah.
I
Fair
had
point.
story time.
I
Well,
was,
that's
I
good.
was
Told her
here for a
about
couple of
every
days.
book I read.
So,
I thought it was you two that took so long.
No, we were just out here in the woods.
Why would you wait outside of Riddleport when I told you to go to Riddleport?
Why you told me to go there this day? Also, why would you wait in Riddleport?
Because that's where I told you to go.
No one
Oh,
told
that's
me. I'm gonna take
Well-
out my letter. No one told me where to go. Just in the general area.
Asher's
Greshy.
right, it did say Toil Day.
And I was there on Toil Day. I was waiting.
And we were there on Toil Day.
we weren't quite sure exactly when Greshy would be able to make it, how close he could get.
Well,
I was able to
no,
make it one
that's
day.
neither here nor there. I think I'm pretty up to speed on what you guys are up to.
Well, if we don't make it out, then we may need to find some more folks willing to help with that.
Oh, I was just more asking, are we going in guns blazing if we don't get a nice clean escape, or do we just need to be prepared to make an escape?
I think prepared to make an escape in case we are outmatched, but if we're able to hold, I think we could even take Villette into custody. Our custody.
Then
Under which authority?
where shall we bring him?
I think in this town, the authority of doing
Aren't
the best
we-
you can and what you think is right.
I'm not sure that we have any authority to arrest
What will
the
you
actual
do
authorities
with
here.
him? I'm
Just-
curious. No, I'm curious. What's Gunn gonna do with him when he captures him?
Try to speak to the rest of the Merchant Council about what he's done. If we can convince them of the truth of the matter, I think they'll take the. I mean, if either they're willing to rescind the bounty on my head, or they're not. If they're not, then I can't ever come back here again anyway. So, I guess we would leave at that point.
So we burn the boat?
We're burning the boat?
Not while we're on it.
No, we burn the boat and then we leave.
After? Why are we burning the boat?
That would make a pretty good distraction to help us escape. But
Oh, I thought you were all about taking down this government at that point if they weren't willing to listen.
That's what I thought Greshy was going. He's like, kill all of them in the boat.
no, I'm not talking about killing them. I'm saying
I don't want to kill them.
the way I figure it.
Are you considering bloody revolution now?
No, the way I
There's a
figure
pause, I had to think.
the way I figure it, I'm either out of here for good or not, and it just depends on whether they're willing to listen. If I wash my hands of this place, if I can't convince them, I see no reason to try to protect them from Villette's further manipulations.
See, that's where I was saying if
Let
we
it
want
shake out as
to
well.
just do a complete revolution, put in new people who might actually listen to reason and actually want to do good things for the people.
Maybe we'll see if there's anyone on the Merchant Council who fits that qualification, but I don't know anybody.
No, we'll get them off the ship before we burn it.
Yes, that sounds good.
No.
More like
It's
we'd have
going
to.
very far.
More like we'd have to take the ship and imprison one
Again,
faction, the whole faction.
You keep talking about imprisonment under what authority?
What do you mean, what authority?
You don't have the right to just imprison people any more than I have the right to
If-
go burning down ships.
If the Merchant Council is divided, then it would be the authority of the ones who we back.
So you're trying
Does it
to
matter?
get somebody on the Merchant Council who has power over arresting another person on the council to arrest him, and then
Yes,
he
I'm
will
saying
be under the
we back whatever
jurisdiction of the
faction-
town.
Right. We back whatever faction
Okay.
believes the story after we tell the tale.
Just trying to make sure I'm on the same level as everyone
It's
else
sort
here.
of
So we're
turning
just
into
going
a coup.
I was going to. Well, again, if we're doing a coup,
What is happening?
we just burn the ship.
I mean, a half coup because the,
So you're
the
just
merchant council.
so
We're not overthrowing the pirate king or whatever.
yeah, the
of
pirate
Riddleport.
king's still there. Like, we're
Just
just
let him do his
I
thing.
think-
But I
for
believe
you.
you established who the real power here in Riddleport was.
The
And it's
pirate
these
king.
merchants.
Well, no,
Pirate
Gaston Cromarty, the I forget what his title is, but he is basically the pirate who rules over the city. The merchant council just basically controls all merchant activity. They kind of report to Gaston, but they're not the power relationship in Riddleport's a little complicated.
Exactly. So
want to go to the pirate king. Sorry. And get him. We have to go higher.
No one rules like Gaston.
Mhm.
I mean,
I
I
don't
shouldn't go any further with that
I
before.
think Gaston is likely to care, but I don't think Gaston is likely to care, but I think the merchants are likely to care because Billet has been essentially working a silent coup against them for a number of years.
There you go. Yeah.
And it seems like he's actually even almost ready to pull the trigger on the final act.
with his
As
charitable
it were.
donation.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shucks. He seems like a terrible fellow to everyone else, doesn't he? Well, I'm on board. I'm asking these questions because when they try to throw us in jail later, they're going to wonder why we were holding one of their leaders in chains. And I'd like to be able to tell them that it was on somebody's authority.
Well, you wouldn't
Fair
have to
enough.
worry about the jail, Greshy. They really just execute people in
Oh, that's
Riddleport.
true, isn't it?
Well, good. I can't be killed. So I feel good about that.
Why can't you be killed exactly?
I just can't. I'll turn to a cockroach. Have fun. I'll skitter off.
I have some concerns about this plan, but I'm going to let that go and not...
Have you ever tried to kill a cockroach? You cut off their head, they don't die right away. So if I find my head, I can carry it with me. So I can't be beheaded. Asher is sure of this plan. It is perfect.
I wanted to step back to the they don't die right away part.
They don't. They die of thirst.
So they do die.
They do die. That's why I need my head. So if they took my head, I could not get it back. I would die. But what
Good
if
to know
the
if ever you
chances-
turn on us and then turn into a cockroach.
Yes, just to keep my head away from me, and I'll slowly die somewhere else.
I'm sorry, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Well, Asher's
were going to a
vulnerability
boat.
aside, I mean, it seems like you've got a good case, Gunn. If they're not convinced, though, I don't think you should burn the whole ship. I would just try and get out of there. At that point, it's a lost cause. Don't
Yes,
go making
that's
all of
what- that's
Riddleport
what
your
I
enemy.
think too. That's what I think as well. And if we do have anyone on the council, if the council is divided, we may need to try to protect some of them. But if we get overwhelmed, then retreat is our best option. And the three of us do need to survive to continue our main quest, or like there might not even be a Riddleport left for these fools to rule.
It's true.
Yeah, it's important that you.
There's
don't
also that
decide
dragon to deal with and whatever killed the other dragon.
Yeah.
First dragon.
All right. Well, I guess it's.
I'm actually really concerned about whatever killed that other dragon. Aye. Tomorrow morning, or... Oh wait, no, it's tomorrow afternoon, wasn't it? I imagine they wouldn't meet first thing in the morning.
Do we have the time? Of the meeting?
Yes, it's afternoon. It's like right around noon.
Okay.
They all board the ship
So-
at noon and they go out to sea or into the harbor.
My only question is, if Asher is a bird to fly in, can Asher also be a fish to escape?
No. I would
Okay.
have to meditate for 10 minutes about nature on the ship.
Yeah.
That's
Then-
what I was about to say.
Then the entrance strategy is probably the one that needs a little iteration on. Maybe we can do the 2 flying horses.
Would do. With my other spells a bit, but I can definitely do that.
Or maybe, in a worst case, Asher could ride on Rock, and I can carry Greshy. Who's carrying Phelan?
That would be a scene for sure.
It'd be a little bit unusual looking, but I think we can.
Like, you
I
don't
can do the
believe
2
me?
horses.
I'm off.
I'm not too worried about it. I can do 2 horses, and we'll have plenty of transportation for Asher and I.
That sounds good.
And Shalilu, you can stay here on the shore and keep an eye out, I suppose. And do you have a way to give us warning from a distance?
Do we have any?
in case there's something to be on the lookout?
Yeah. Do we have any binoculars or anything like that? A spyglass? We actually need a spyglass. Maybe I'll go looking for. No, maybe someone else should go looking for one in the shop today.
We should put you in disguise and have you look around and see how well it does.
We should have looked for a disguise kit.
I suppose we still could.
There's still plenty of hours in the day if you.
Another day of or another hour of shopping.
Oh, shopping. Well, I'll go take a look then, I suppose.
Okay. What are you?
So it was a disguise kit, and what else were we looking for?
A
Spyglass.
fine spyglass would be 80 gold.
Fine spyglass. Oh, I can't
The
afford.
regular
I can.
one's 20.
I can afford a regular spyglass, but I can't. I can barely afford a flying
Yeah,
one.
I'm
So
pretty much. I could barely afford a regular one.
and Asher's like sitting on
What
all
is
the
my
money over
wealth?
there.
I
And an
have.
IOU.
Oh, I have well. I just sits there, just like he doesn't remember. What is the difference between a fine and not spyglass?
A +1 to perception checks.
Oh, I could give you money for a fine one.
If you want.
Yeah.
I don't really. I think it would be a party,
Well,
I
it'd
don't
be
know.
party
It'd be-
investments at that point,
but
or just a gift for Shalilu.
true.
We could just be nice to her. She's been very, supportive.
Yeah, I don't know how much you need, but
Hmm.
I can
Oh.
provide it.
Well, if I'll pay for a regular spyglass. I'll pay 20 if you'll pay 60 to bump it up to the fine version.
Yeah, let me put that in.
Okay.
I'll
And
throw
then are
in-
you guys looking for a disguise kit as well, or no?
Well, whichever you find, just get. If you find a fine one, get a fine one. If you don't,
Mhm.
get a regular one. Disguise kit, I don't think so.
I don't
I'm not-
think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If all goes well, we won't need it tomorrow.
As
I just
entertaining
want
as it
Gunn to
would be
rip
to put
off
Gunn. Mhm.
A fake mustache. He like comes. It's like, who
Over
are you?
over the top of my real mustache.
Yeah, takes it off. It's like we still
Okay.
don't know.
So Greshy, you head back into town with the
Mhm.
money given to you by Asher, and go out in search of a fine
Gunn.
spyglass, which is 80 gold. You would, or 80 gold by default. Yeah, you're able to find a. There's plenty of like a spyglass would be pretty common in this
Mhm.
in this city. There's lots of boats and lots of need for such things, and you do find a particularly nice, lightly used spyglass that would be considered fine and would cost 80 gold,
Mhm.
as written.
Perfect. Sure, if it's still working, I'll go ahead and take that then.
Yeah, you test it out a little bit, and the lenses are still crystal clear. It's all there's like one tiny scratch, but it's totally ignorable. The out
It's workable. It'll be fine.
I guess it's probably made of wood with some light silver banding.
That's bad luck. It is telescopic?
Yes, it is telescopic. Okay.
All right, well, I'll take that and we'll head back out of town to meet up with everyone else, unless there was something else.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything? Otherwise, we need either rations, or you need to buy some food, or do some survivaling. I guess, or use the tent. I suppose you have a tent still.
Well, we have the tent. Yeah.
The tent was a mistake.
That's fine.
It was a kindness.
I think it's part of the adventure. I think they just had a tent. Okay.
Fair.
So you guys sleep in the explorer's yurt, having some nice food. You hear more fireworks go off that night. It's actually quite loud. It keeps waking up Phelan, who ends up barking quite a lot, waking everyone else.
Poor boy.
But the day goes on. It is now Oath Day. Badius the Second, 4708 AR. What would you guys like to do?
Probably go scout out where they're going to be boarding. That way we can track them as they go out into the bay.
Okay.
At least that's my suggestion.
Are you guys giving Shalelu the spyglass? Is that what?
Yes.
That would be the plan. Is she can hold on to that for now. Don't know if we decided to give it to her permanently, but
from the
at least for
shore
now.
and
Okay. So Shalelu will go hang out by the docks on her own. I guess probably the southernmost dock. Just should she go all the way over there or to this island? Maybe this island. Not island. It's not really an island.
can you climb on the bridge, or is it?
It looks pretty dangerous to climb. I guess you could go all the way out to this like light
So it
tower,
doesn't
but
have like
that's
a
not
footpath
useful.
on it or anything?
No, not really. I guess you could look in my background, whatever. It's not quite a real path. You could walk up there, but that's pretty dangerous.
Oh yeah, I see.
It's very slick and moist. Water
I'm
slick
surprised you don't see
stone
any
is
bridges
not terribly
across.
safe. Bridges across? Well, I mean, this is the main harbor for the city.
She might
So-
actually
Well,
be
sure,
in
but-
longbow range from
No, they take the boat
from
quite a
that
ways
hill.
out. She might have reached,
Okay.
but yeah, you don't really know exactly how far they're going to go.
Mhm.
Okay, the rest of you, what are you guys doing?
How are we getting there?
Well, Rock and I will fly and try to make a very dramatic entrance. I think you guys can just wait for my signal. The signal will sound like big explosion, because we found that the room that they're in has like a overhead window. Was that right?
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
so.
Like the council room on the ship has a glass ceiling, is what I'm recalling from our. That's
Yes.
correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ash already said
My plan-
yes. That's why I was saying it. Anyway.
Okay. I was trying to confirm with you specifically
Asher's the one who should have the notes.
whether that was
It's a
remembered correctly
window.
by me, the
At
player.
least.
And yeah, the plan currently is just to crash through that as dramatically as possible.
All right.
Okay.
Seems a bit much, but all right.
I like it.
Should be attention getting.
It definitely gets their attention. Seems a bit aggressive, I suppose. If we were
Burning
trying to
the
be
boat.
talking to them. Burning the boats on the way out if we have to. I don't intend to go in there, burning boats.
Well, first impressions are my strong suit. It says here on this skill feat.
Glad hand. Brave that.
When you meet someone in a casual or social situation, you can immediately attempt a diplomacy check to make an impression.
Is this a casual?
Is this a
social,
casual or social situation?
casual
Probably not.
social meetup?
On a boat.
That might be a bit of a stretch.
Anyway.
Are you guys gonna do something?
If it's roughly
I'm
time
literally
the
waiting for
meeting,
you
I mean,
guys.
Yeah, what are,
breakfast.
how are
It's 10
Greshy
a.m.
and I getting there?
I have horses that
Okay,
I can
the horse.
conjure for us, so
You could actually do that anytime you're ready,
Yeah.
because they
I'll
last all
conjure the
day.
horses, I suppose. And I'll put Phelan in his pocket.
Okay, you cast 2 instances of what's it
Sixth
called?
level.
Phantom Steed.
Aye,
Sixth
sixth level
level.
Phantom Steed.
Okay,
Aye, that way they could fly.
all right. 2
But
6th
couldn't
level
they walk
Phantom
on water
Steeds
before
appear.
then?
They can walk on water, but I don't know how to get up to the ship from the water.
Oh, fair enough.
So I'm not particularly tall.
And how long do they last? 8 hours. All right.
Aye.
Okay, you summon 2 kelpie horses. They like some pools of water form on the ground, and they kind of rise up out of them. They're slightly spectral,
Let's find
mossy
the vantage
horses.
point where Shough is going to be watching from, and hang out there and use the spyglass to watch the ship leave the harbor.
All right, sounds good to me. I'll catch up with her. At least the whole point is I just want to know where they're going so we can track them the whole way.
Okay, so assuming you guys are doing that, then the group of you make your way to go try and catch up with Shough. You remember her saying that she'd go hang out by the docks, so you fiddle around for an hour or so. It's 11 by the time you actually find Shough at the docks. And she's just at the southernmost dock here. She's sitting at like she's sitting on just a small stool, hanging out in the shade. She sees you guys and waves you over. Oh, yeah, there you are. Did you guys figure out what you were gonna do?
Yep. We just pretty much need to wait until the meeting starts.
Finally, we're just going to crash in and talk to them and leave.
All right. Well, looks like the boat's pulled in right now. They're still loading some stuff onto it. I haven't seen any guests yet. But pull up a stool. They've got some over there, and she points down to the other side of the dock. You can walk over and grab some stools if you want, and chill out beside her.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Did you want to try fishing? See what you can catch?
Oh yeah, I'm really good at fishing. These are probably dirty fish, though.
You don't have to keep them. You can throw them back.
I guess I can.
This makes it seem more natural.
Mutated fish. I don't know why I think Riddleport's polluted, but it's an assumption I'll make.
Well, the water
gross
at
fish.
Riddleport's actually fairly clean. They treat the waters very well. It's the main city itself that's very dirty.
No gross fish.
They're pirates. They don't want trash gunking up the bay.
Thank goodness for pirates.
Okay.
I guess I'll
Well,
idly fish.
Do you have fishing materials?
I have a stick and a rope.
Wasn't that
I'm pretty sure that's what I have.
I think that's what you used last time.
I just have my stick and rope combo. I dunk in the
Okay.
water.
You pull out your old stick, tie your rope back to it, and dip it in the water. Nothing. You don't manage to bite anything, get anything to bite while you're sitting here. But the Shillelagh's just watching through the spyglass, and eventually she calls out that looks like the mercenaries there. There's about. She tries to count them. I see about. Looks like maybe 4 or 5 mercenaries. None of them look too tough. Those must be the merchants. She says as she kind of pans the spyglass over. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's maybe a dozen of them. It's hard to see. It looks like they're boarding now.
Sounds about right.
And then some moments later, she calls out that it looks like they're pulling away from harbor, and she points, and you can see the ship pulling away. Its sails opening up, its oarsmen at its base starting to row the ship out into the bay. I guess I could maybe put it in here. Do I have a boat? Here, I'll use a little boat. Oh, it's not going to work at all.
Yeah, it's a little boat.
What's going on with... Okay. Sorry, roll 20... What's happening?
Roll20's having some issues today.
I can't... I can't grab it from the right position. Everything's slightly offset. That's very odd. Okay. Well, the boat moves out into the harbor. I'll leave it for now. Maybe I'll reload on this thing here. Okay, yeah. The boat leaves out into harbor, and assuming you guys just sit there and watch, it takes about 20 minutes or so as it sails out into the bay, and eventually slows down, stops. They pull the sails down and they weigh anchor. Sorry, throw anchor? I don't know which one is... They drop anchor. There we go.
Right, shall we?
Yeah, was Gunn gonna go first and then we go, or are we all gonna go at once?
I mean, if Gunn wants to make this dramatic entrance, I'd let him lead.
Yep. So we're actually going to fly there under my own wing power rather than Rock's, because I can be invisible. So Rock is going to fly up in the sky, and I'll tell him, come down after you see me appear. And because I don't want to make him do the crashing through the glass, I'm going to do that part myself.
Okay.
So, do I think I can fly there in 5 minutes? I think I can probably fly there in 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Flying at
Sure, yes. If you're flying
speed.
straight there, yeah, you can probably make it in 5.
Well, actually, I can ride him up into the sky first. So that's what I'll do. I'll climb on Rock. We'll fly up into the sky.
Are you doing that right
Up
now?
very high, so that yes,
Okay, so
we'll
Gunn
go
just hops onto
like quite
Phelan
high.
and flies up into the sky. Not
Like
Phelan,
a
sorry.
good-
Onto Rock.
A good 500 or 1,000 feet up, I think we could probably.
Go Phelan.
Okay. Everyone at the dock turns and as you just shoot up into the sky on this massive bird.
Hmm.
Just people are
Yeah,
just
but
stopping
I
and
don't-
staring.
That part might be conspicuous, but hopefully they don't really follow that much on the ship from the ship.
Hopefully they don't do,
They go
any sort of knowledge on that. So
we go way up in the sky. Then when we're up above the ship, that's when I'll activate my invisibility and the armor rune for wings,
Okay.
and I will hop off and start descending down towards the ship in a controlled but very rapid descent.
All right.
So Rock can just keep hovering
Okay, so you've
way
just
up high until
All right.
he sees the.
So Rock is flying up above. Gunn is falling and getting ready to crash through. Shalelu, Greshy, and Asher and Phelan are all a few minutes away, hanging out on the dock. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll send a message if I'm within 500 feet. Probably not feet. That's feet.
Nope, not
at
if
this
you went
point.
that high up in the sky.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming down. I guess they'll probably hear the crash. Whatever. It should.
will we?
It should work.
Okay, so to be clear, do we have any sort of?
I'm gonna be there for a little while on my lonesome. That part, the timing
Okay,
is
so,
not.
all right. Gun
as
silence.
close.
You've said what you're doing.
The timing is not as tight as I was hoping.
Greshy and Asher, what are you guys doing? So you guys have that conversation. Gunn hops onto Rock and just flies up into the sky, out of your line of sight.
Okay.
Are we supposed to follow him?
No, I thought he said wait for an explosion.
I thought we weren't taking out the ship. Well, that was the whole point.
I don't know what's happening. It
Alright.
wasn't clear.
All right.
Now, here's the question I have. We have 2 kelpies.
Yes.
Are we attracting any attention here on the docks with our 2 kelpies?
Very cute.
Yeah, there's people looking at them a little bit funny.
Okay.
People are kind of trying to mind their own business.
the one.
but you do have some kind of spectral, glowy horses right here, just on the docks. You look very odd.
The other thing that we planned for this morning was that I shaved so that I look like the poster.
Okay. Yes, you did say
So-
that you're going to do that. So
Very
you're
good.
shaved.
now
I'm
that
very
you
Maybe
are.
the
recognizable.
fake mustache would have worked.
I mean, the nose is a bit different. If you want, I can punch you in the face real hard, and we can try and get it into the right shape.
Straighten it back out again.
Yeah, just to see if we can get it to match.
I'm gonna draw over his nose. Give him
Okay,
a better
that-
nose.
That's a
That's probably a
flashback to
better
what
way to
happened
do a
this morning.
fix. Yes.
Okay, back to the present. Asher
Okay,
and Greshy,
so
what are you guys
Gunn-
doing?
Oh,
I guess we're just waiting for some sorts of obvious sign from the ship
Signal. Yes.
that I don't know how well we can see from here. So really, I'm waiting.
Just watching.
I don't
was
think
gonna
he'll
say
die.
Shalelu is going to be the one who can see the signal
Oh
at this
yeah.
point.
Looks like he's jumping, and
Oh.
he's falling.
Isn't he invisible?
Oh, actually, no, he is invisible. Sorry.
Yeah, go invisible.
Rocket. Sorry. Okay, in that case, looks like Rocket's stopped for a moment. He's flapping, and now he's just gliding away. I don't see Gunn.
Huh. Did you see a splash in the water?
So it's going to take me probably a couple of rounds to descend in a controlled manner.
Yeah.
He's
a little
using
bit, yeah.
fly, I believe. So
I'm flying, not falling.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can slowly fly down if you want.
And the other thing I need to do before I land is cast heroism. So while flying in the air, I'll go ahead and do that because I just realized I'm going to be there for a while by myself.
Okay.
As it stands.
Let me...
So
What's the timer on heroism?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. It'll be enough. Okay, so you're falling through or diving down through the air. With magical magical eagle wings on your back. You cast heroism on yourself, touching your your heart, and feeling the power of Erastil give you courage as you dive straight down, and then you're just gonna crash through the glass. You see the boat is there below you. You can crash right through.
Yep, I'm going to crash through the last, 30 feet of, I'll just, free fall, or not free fall, but, wing dive.
All right, so you
Superhero
crash
landing.
through the glass in that case, and this is the perfect time to go ahead and give everyone our keyword of the day. Keyword of the day is greed. Go ahead and give me an exclamation point greed if you want to enter our little giveaway.
Nice.
Just a little exclamation point greed. Give me all your greed. Feed
All right,
the
we got,
greed.
was that 4?
I see 3 so far.
3?
There's 3 so far. I'll leave
We
it
need
up
to be
for
more
a
greedy.
while.
There's
But
4.
yeah, if anybody wants a chance, there's not many people in here, so it's a pretty easy chance to win.
Pretty good
Players
chance, yeah.
can't win. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, all right, we'll let that go for a bit. I'll do exclamation point giveaway again.
We get paid in experience. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, we're milestones. You don't get paid. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
So Gunn, it's a crash. You smash through the window or the ceiling of this meeting. There are a number of people around this long table. There are looks like 4 nobles on either side of you, and merchants. 4 merchants on your left, 4 merchants on your right, and behind you at the head of the table is another merchant seated with his legs crossed and like a fancy cane at his side. Behind him is standing a beautiful woman with dark brown hair. Most of the people here are humans. There's a couple elves and maybe a half elf.
Is she secretly a Lamia? Can I
don't know.
Are there any signs?
Go ahead, roll
Every
perception
woman is a
check.
Lamia.
what do you want to roll
Lamia.
for initiative? I'll allow you to choose. You can either choose diplomacy or you can
Ooh.
choose perception.
Well, diplomacy is the definitely best choice. So
It has to
So
kind of
that's
go
what
with whatever your approach is
What
going to
am
be.
I-
So,
Ooh.
all right,
I mean,
we
you
got
get
a
to hero
natural
points,
one.
so-
I do get a hero point.
Do you want to burn your hero point right away?
Yes, I think I'd better have, because I'm gonna need at least one turn to speak before
All
things
right.
go crazy.
Would you like to use some points as well? We have some delicious points for you.
No, not on initiative. Not on initiative.
Okay, that will.
Okay.
I'll put you at a 35 for initiative. It looks like. Let's see. Let me add. Some folks to the initiative order. Everybody's matching numbers today on the die rolls.
Do I know what caliber looks like? I might not.
Nope. You have no idea what caliber
But
looks
I'm-
like.
So then I better be very careful how I address this. But I'm pretty sure that's him at the head of the table.
It's entirely possible.
As
Okay.
soon as I get a chance to speak, I will stand up and look at the, like, right in the eyes of the person who's at the head of the table and say
Okay, yeah,
something roughly like this.
You're first on initiative with a 35. So, what do you want to do? Glass is all
My
over the
speech
table.
goes something like this. Counselors, my name is Arthur Tillery. The posters say that I'm a murderer, a deserter. In the name of Erastil, I stand before you to tell you that that is a lie. This man is Caliber Bulette is the murderer and traitor. I resolved not to say this man because I don't know that that's him.
I like the direction.
you begin to gesture and you're like, I'll
I was
hold that.
doing very good.
you like begin to point and then you like close your fist as you just turn to look at this
Caliber
person.
Bulette is the traitor, the murderer and traitor to this council, to this city and society. He hired the Amber Blades to attack Ardenglen and other villages, and ultimately to murder his rivals in order to advance himself in this council. I am the proof. I was there. May Erastil withdraw his divine protection and strike me down if I'm lying to you right now.
All right, give me a diplomacy check.
And that's where the +9 comes in.
All right, you add +9 from your chat points. Ooh, it's a middling roll, but you have a really high bonus, so 35 + 9 is 44. There's murmurs around the table. Everyone around you was hostile before, but they've all kind of adjusted to neutral, except for two people. Caliber, well, the person you assume is Caliber, at the head of the table.
And the person I assume might be a
glowers.
secret Lamia.
And the woman behind him also kind of narrows her eyes in suspicion. But yeah, you've managed to. Everyone at the table was angry, but they're now neutral towards you. Let's see. So we got 3 more Rastal's favor points. Okay. One of the gentlemen at the table, the guy in the bottom left, what is the meaning of this? You can't just barge in here to a council meeting. I don't care which god you dare to
Represent.
represent, but even if your words are true, what are we to do about it? He will
if you value your own life, I suggest you take him into custody, or allow me to.
As that guy speaks, a number of the others kind of murmur, whisper to themselves. He didn't manage to change any of their opinions, but the man at the head of the table, he's got steely white hair tied back into a tight ponytail. He has his legs crossed. He's wearing very rich-looking black and purple velvet trimmed robes, and he's got a very nice ruby-studded cane at his side. He had a glower on his face just a moment ago, but he shifts his legs, adjusts his position, and kind of leans in. Ladies and gentlemen of the council, I don't know who this fool thinks he is, but guards, come in here and get rid of this man. He's interrupting our business. The others.
Did I use all?
Yeah, it'll take all three of your actions if you want to
give that speech.
Yeah, if you want to like give a speech and argue.
Sounds good.
There's one woman in the northeast of the room. She's got very dark skin, but she looks like an elf. Or her skin's almost like ashen colored. And her hair is a stark white. Her like kind of neutral grin kind of turns to a frown. She kind of scowls a bit. Yes, you are interrupting our meeting. It really should be gone. She is a bit annoyed. At that, the doors open as guards rush inside the room. Oi, what's happening here? Guards, take that man into custody. The pirates charge in and like kind of surround the table, but they don't really act yet. The person in the southeast corner of the room, she is a half-elven woman with bright purple hair and a very jaunty blue cap. She puts up her hand and stay, guards. I think we should hear this man out. He does seem to be a man of the church, and I wouldn't want a rascal's disfavor coming upon to my house anytime soon.
Hopefully Rock is coming down at this very moment.
Rock is flying down. All right. The guards kind of mumble and like kind of they've got their weapons drawn, but they kind of lean back a bit, much to the chagrin of the presumably Caliber. End of the round. Yeah, I guess Rock can fly in from the roof. He's just flapping overhead. Let me.
Okay.
Top. Unless you want him to fly all the way down, but he's just flapping right above you, like maybe 15 feet.
Is he okay? Outside of the glass or inside?
Yeah, outside of the glass. So out just above the.
That makes sense.
Above the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Asher and Greshy, you hear Shalelu. She. Looks like Rock's flying in. Maybe the glass is shattered on top. Maybe Rock's doing something. And she looks to the two of you. Do you guys want to do anything?
Good enough.
That's a sign, Gresh.
Greshy heads to the horse and gets on board and spends whatever actions he has left to start flying in the direction of the ship.
Okay. Asher?
Fortunately, I think it's going to take us a couple minutes, so...
Yeah. I'll get on my horse. And it didn't go as well.
Okay. So Asher and Greshy both mount their phantom steeds and come charging towards you. Reminder in chat: if you haven't put your exclamation point greed like so, then please do. If you want to get that giveaway, we'll be doing the giveaway.
Came all the way out here to
shortly.
Riddleport to save fool Asher. Here I am
What?
trying to
You're
save fool
saving
Gunn.
me? I wasn't in danger.
You're going after a dragon.
No, I wasn't. I was going after Shillelagh.
Who's going after a dragon?
Yeah, I was bringing her back. Said so in my note. Did you read
All right,
my
actually,
note?
you know what? Let's do one. Let's do one right now. I want to do one right now, and then we'll do another one at the end of the next round. Let's go. You've
boy.
got
Ooh.
some people who are already qualified. Rolling it. Torger! Torger in California. You win one of the $100 gift cards. I shall
Congratulations.
message you that. I'll do it after the show because I didn't think to have a good way to send that to people. Okay. Yes, I will make
Don't
sure
forget.
to message you that. I will not forget. I will absolutely not forget. But cool. Sweet. 1 out of 2 gift cards has been given. Top of the round, Gunn. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to continue speaking, I think. I will say, I refused to participate in his slaughter, and this is what I got for my trouble, and I'll kind of move my armor a little bit so that they can see the scars on my arm where it, again, looks like basically the hand was cut off and then reattached, like right about here.
Okay, there's some audible gasps around the room.
Since that time, if you've heard the recent news out of Sandpoint or Turtleback Ferry, you may have heard of my companions and their exploits defending the townsfolk, slain Lamia, the dragon, stopped an invasion. There is a creature coming, an ancient evil wizard whose power draws from the 7-pointed star symbol. If you've seen this sign recently,
Okay.
um,
They all look to
he
each
may
other.
be influencing even here.
Do you have
And
any?
at that point, I'm going to look at the woman who's next to. I'm just like meet her eyes too, and see. I want to do a perception check and see if there's any sign that that I might be striking home.
Sure, give
with
it.
this
Yeah,
when I'm talking about
roll
Lamia.
perception.
Okay. $38.
38. Okay. The DC here was 32, but you do a glance in her direction, and as you say the word 7-pointed star, her eyes widen, and then she immediately furrows her brow, and you can see her start to kind of like reach behind her back.
I'll say, back, everyone back. She's one of them.
Okay, give me a
She
diplomacy.
serves the Runelord. Diplomacy.
Swear to God, I hope you read that right.
So she's itchy. She's like,
I mean, Randomly beheading people is not a good way to make a good impression.
Okay, 37. Okay, everyone in the room starts to kind of back up out of their seats. Even the black scabbards, the mercenaries, kind of back away, seemingly shocked by whatever this revelation is. They seem to recognize your mention of the symbol. The only one who doesn't is the drow woman, who is only neutral still. She seems unimpressed, but she's no longer hostile. Okay. The man in the southwestern corner of the room, he's gotten up from his seat. What's the meaning of this, Caliber? Who is this woman? I thought you said she was the leader of the that mercenary group. What's this about a 7-pointed star being part of a? And he like quickly removes a ring from his hand, or from his middle finger, and slams it on the table. And as it kind of spins to a stop, you can see that it's got the 7-pointed star on it.
Good timing, Goblin Cave.
Yes, good timing, Goblin Cave. Yeah, if anybody wants to enter the giveaway, we've got one more thing to, one more $100 Paizo gift card to give away. So just enter !greed in the chat, and you can enter as well. We're gonna do another at the end of the round, hopefully, maybe next round. Okay, but yeah, so he's throwing that ring on the table. They are, everyone is kind of shocked. Caliber's turn. He seems a bit flustered. Leona, what's the meaning of this? As he turns to look at her, he seems kind of wounded. She kind of just brushes him with her right hand. Oh, darling, no, don't listen to his lies. He's only trying to trick you. He's trying to hurt you. I'm the only one on your side here, truly. And she just kind of caresses his face, and you can see his eyes kind of like flutter for a sec. And he kind of, almost looks like he nods off to sleep slightly, and awakens again. Yes, my darling. What are you doing? Stupid mercenaries, get them! And he is going to kind of back out of his chair. The mercenaries...
Targets one ally. Can you use things that target allies on enemies? On hostiles? Or not?
No. Well, it needs to... Well, it depends. I think they need to be at least friendly,
Okay.
probably.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this.
Okay. Yeah, it's not your turn currently anyway. But...
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so the black scabbards, so they hear this command, but they all kind of back away. Oh, actually, no. They move to... do they move? Okay, let me roll for them. Let's see. Okay, well, yeah, they all actually turn to look at Caliber and Leona. One of them in the corner of the room turns and, Sir, are you okay? The half-elven woman who spoke up before, she gets up and kind of backs out of her seat away from the group here. I think this man is telling us more of the truth than Caliber ever has. Something's fishy here. The others, yeah, all start to kind of back away from the center of the room. Even the drow woman. as they're all kind of afraid of what's going on here. The woman scowls and turns towards you all, and well, if this is what it's going to be like, and she twists her body and starts to morph as she grows larger and larger. Her skin kind of melts away into a scaly form, and she transforms into her true Lamia state. I'm gonna add her to the initiative proper. Where's her modifier? It's that. Okay. She has a 24 on initiative. Okay. Did I actually put the others on this map? You're off in the corner, but can I get initiative rolls for Greshy and Asher?
Just me in the corner.
There, yeah, wait.
That's
Put
me in
you
the
guys
spotlight.
on the map.
Oh, there we are. With our magic horses there.
It'll take you a little bit to get here.
I'm just going to
probably another round or two, but let's
Oh, it's not too bad. 34.
give you guys some glowy green horses. I just want to keep track of that in case you guys do anything. Okay. Cool. Yeah, thanks for giving out some gift
I'm a
subs.
slow lad.
25 for Asher, 34 for Greshy. Okay.
All right.
I'm casual about it. We're going for a social hangout. No reason to believe otherwise.
Greshy may have prepared for eventualities.
So we're at the bottom of the round. I know we just got some more raiders, so if you want, we are giving away one more $100 gift voucher to Paizo.com. If you want to type in !greed in the chat, like so, then you too can win. We already had Torger in California has already won. I'll do it at the end of this round. So round 3. Let's go. Gunn, what do you want to do? This woman has just transformed in front of you. Everyone in the room is shocked. Caliber seems a little bit scared, but is kind of standing his ground.
I'm going to try, if I can. I think it will likely have an effect at all, to cast Soothing Words on Caliber, which is this spell. So it attempts to calm the target by speaking to them and giving them another counteract 1 emotion effect, and giving them a bonus to will saving throws.
Okay. What do you say to him as part of this?
Caliber, I've misjudged this. You were in her thrall.
Okay. It gets a +2. But it increased to a +3 versus
he gets a
emotion
+2
effects,
and he
which
makes
this
it.
is.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Sorry.
And
no,
he can counteract. I immediately attempt to counteract 1 emotion effect on the target.
I see. Yeah, go ahead and give me... in addition, when you cast a spell, you can counteract 1. Yeah, so this would be I guess it's the same as your spell attack. So if you have a spell that does a spell attack, could you roll that?
Sure. Let's go to...
Otherwise, it's your divine spell bonus plus your charisma, I think.
Okay, so sure. Divine Lance has that, so that's 22 plus 10, 32.
Plus 10, 32. Okay. You managed to break whatever hold that she has on him. kind of reaches for his head. I don't understand. What's what's happening? And he's looking around. He seems to be freed, or he seems to have been freed of that effect, whatever it was. You're not totally sure, but it seems to be some kind of enthralling effect. That was action 1.
Okay, well, second and third action, I'm going to draw my sword and shield
Okay, so you
off my back.
do the cross-armed draw
Yeah.
of both sword and shield and prepare yourself.
And Rock, I'll have him fly with his one action a little bit behind me and stay kind of above where he is.
Okay. All right, so Rock flaps a bit backwards to get behind you. Greshy and Asher, are you guys doing anything special while you fly, or just flying?
Does it look like the ship is doing anything special? Like people are panicking on the ship or anything? Otherwise, I'm just gonna fly casually.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really see. I mean, you can see Rock is clearly like moving around over the ship, but nothing. There's some guards on the outside who maybe have like run around. So you can see some movement on the ship, but no, you don't hear any screams or anything. So okay, so you guys just kind of fly
Gunn's
closer.
doing well.
Let's see. What was her name? Leona's turn. She is immediately going to slither her snut up onto the table, startling everyone. The guards kind of stumble onto their back feet, and she is going to swing her scimitar or she's going to draw and then swing a scimitar. Right, I can just kind of roll it up here. That is only a 23 to hit.
That will not
roll
hit.
to hit Gunn. Okay, so she gets up onto the table. She's kind of got one hand on the table and one hand reaches back to grab the scimitar, draws it, swings it overhand. You parry it with your sword. I'm gonna kind of collapse these guys. The civilians all kind of back away to the other side of the room so they can be protected by the guards. Oh dear. The mercenaries step forward. So the two on the south side of the room are just going to kind of block for the merchants. Third mercenary comes in from the south. Another one comes in from the north and is going to attack her. Monster! And he's going to make a swing that is potentially going to hit. What's her AC? Nope, that does not hit. We'll do some more swing. Okay, yeah, the three black scabbards around her swing their own scimitars at her, but she quickly gets up and like just kind of blocks them all with her own sword. That is the end of the round, and at the end of the round, it's time to pick our winner for the second drawing. So if anybody wants to join in, type !greed real quick before I roll to see who gets the next gift card. No more greeters? Any greeters? Give me that greed. Oh, no, that's a grease. That's grease. There you go.
There we go.
Greed. Any more greeters? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll. Hey, it's Cap. Cap, you win the other gift card. You're welcome. Cool. I will also send you that one. And I'll do some little Phalens. Oh, oops, that's a what face. Big Phalens in the chat. Big Phalens for our giveaways. Yay! Alright. Thank you for the bad omen. Excellent. Right, I should have used that on her turn. Whoops, I'll use it next time. Gunn! What do you want to do?
I'll tell the guards, no, stay back. And I'll step up and I will strike at the Lamia lady.
Okay.
The owner of the Lamia. For a 30 to hit. Not my best
30
roll.
will just barely hit. You manage to, as she's distracted, you manage to slip in and strike. I guess she's actually technically flanked. So that does, yeah, that'll definitely hit. Go and roll the damage.
Okay. That'll be 23 points of slashing and sonic damage.
23 points of slashing sonic. I put the health on her other token, not this one. There we go. 23 we said? Yes, 23. Oops. Okay. Alright, that's your first thing. You moved and striketh. Third action.
I'm checking whether I can get anything else that's on my list that I need to do. Out right now. Nope. Okay, second attack. It is. Hopefully we do. I mean,
Okay.
given
You
that
swing
her
again?
AC seems to be pretty low, I should be. She doesn't seem as tough as a fight, but then again, she's
Alright,
holding her own.
Natural 2 for 24. You underestimating her abilities. You go for kind of a soft strike, thinking that you don't need to put as much effort into this combat as you usually do. But she is very easily able to dodge the attack. Greshy and Asher, I assume same deal as before. You will arrive in 2 rounds. Lamia. Okay, Leona. I should write her name in here so I stop forgetting it. Leona. Okay. Cool. She is going to use all 3 of her actions to do a Dervish strike. She will make a scimitar attack against every enemy within reach. They all count towards multiple attack penalty, but it doesn't increase until after the attacks. So, we'll do the first strike on you, Gunn. We'll use our +9. Where's my normal calculator so I don't have to math? Because that's +9.
Is that nat 20?
No, it's not a natural 20.
But
Sorry, where's your scimitar? There it is. Plus 46 to hit.
46 is a hit, but not a crit.
Not a crit. Okay. So she will hit you, and the other 2.
AC is 37.
She rolls on each of them. That will hit. That will hit. That will hit.
I will do the AoE. Let's see. I can target one person who's within 15 feet of her and myself. I'll target the guy in the back middle. I think actually everybody here is within 15 feet of me and her for these 3 guys. So I will use my reaction ability to reduce the damage on that for everybody. Glimpse of Redemption.
Okay. You utter. Well, what do you say to her as part of the Glimpse of Redemption? How do you guilt her?
That's a tough one. I've been thinking about these other folks for so long that.
Okay, it could just be a glare. Something about your eyes.
I'll say, good point. I'll say your eyes gave you away, creature.
Yeah, she flinches while she's attacking. So those guys take less damage. But let's see, what was the actual damage? You take 19 points of slashing. And the others would take 19 points, but it gets reduced by how much? By your...
By 13, by my level.
13. That leaves it 13. 6? Yeah, 6. So they only take 6 points of damage. But there's one critical person who's within her reach, but not within 15 feet of you. So she swings wide, slashing everyone around. I guess including Rock. Rock is also within 10 feet. That's a natural 20
Rock
on
is
Rock.
not within 10 feet because
You're right. He's flying. He's flying. That's fine. So I'll save that natural 20 for another time. So, but she does critically hit Caliber. The blade just manages to like graze his throat, cuts an artery wide open. He collapses onto the ground. He is bleeding out profusely.
He had 1 HP.
Level 1 nobles.
He's not a very high-level character, as it turns out. So we have Erastil, we have, what is this, a Bad Omen, Erastil, Bad Omen, Bad Omen. Cool. Caliber's turn. Caliber gets moved to before Leo, because he is dying. The scabbards, you said to back away. One of them will kind of... Well, no, they're bodyguards. They're not going to do that. They're just going to try and swarm. So one of them tries to push some tables or chairs aside, push more chairs aside as they kind of wrap around. One is staying back with the civilians, the merchants, as they kind of crowd around the back. But the scabbards are just going to kind of surround her and try and swing at her a couple times. Only one of them hits, doing a little bit of damage. She takes some damage as she is surrounded by a bunch of cutlasses. Okay, round 4, Gunn. What do you want to do?
Well, since she used her bad omens, how many do you have right now?
How many points do I have? I'm back at 9.
How many
again.
omens do you have right now?
I'm back at 9.
Oh, more than that.
Am I more than that? 1,
You
2,
should be more
3,
than that.
4, 5,
I'm going
6,
to-
7, 8,
I'm going to
9.
cast-
That's 9.
Dimensional anchor on her.
Unless I missed one.
But there was some before that.
I have to.
No, it is one.
Nonetheless, I don't think she's going to use them all. I think the chat is giving her an escape on this. But before
Okay.
my allies get here, I need to do this before my allies get here, or she'll see that it's hopeless and she'll bug out. So I have to cast Dimensional Anchor on her.
Okay.
Right now.
You reach forward and try to cast Dimensional Anchor.
She needs to make a DC 32 will save.
DC 32 will save. She has not that one. That one's gone. That plus that. She succeeds, but not crit succeeds. So the duration is 1 minute.
So that means that 1 minute.
Okay,
So for 1
so,
minute, she cannot. No, for
yeah.
1 minute, she will automatically have a counteract attempt on any teleportation.
Okay, so you reach your hand forward, and a burst of ethereal thorns reach out and wrap around her, locking her to this dimension. That's 2 actions. You have 1 more?
Yes, I'm gonna go for a strike. Hopefully rolled better than a 3, so I can maybe get some nice crit damage on there. 36 to hit.
36, that will hit. 8. It's not a crit, though. You would have flanking. Roll damage.
Okay. We have 22 points of slashing and sonic damage.
Okay. It's the end of your Rock has an action.
He does. All right, I'm gonna have him fly in and down, and get up next to her, so that next turn he can make. I have a plan for him.
Okay, he drops down and lands onto two chairs. Give me an acrobatics check for him. It's a bit cramped in here, and he's kind of having to land on things that are not super useful.
Sure.
As far as balance goes.
And his acrobatics score. He has a 26 acrobatics.
26. Okay, that's a success in this case. So yeah, he manages to land and balance himself without falling over. Greshy and Asher, one more round until you arrive. You can start to hear sounds of combat. There's some clinking of swords. There's some shouting. You saw Rock drop into the building.
Draw weapons from here?
Yeah, you can draw your weapons on your turn.
Okay.
You can cast spells. You can do whatever.
I'm getting ready.
Okay, Asher's drawing his
flying.
bow, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Caliber continues to bleed.
I'll leave
out.
Phelan holster for now.
Leona's turn. You can't hold me here, child of Erastil. And she kind of hisses and is going to go for another of these swings. I have another 9 points, so let's do it. First attack would be on Gunn, as per usual. That is a cocked roll. That is not very good, but we'll keep it anyway because I can't do anything about it. It's a bonus. That's.
I will.
31 to hit Gunn.
Continue to reduce it. 31 does not hit Gunn.
Okay. 25 to Rock.
She hits one.
Oh, actually, sorry. It should be.
That does not hit.
Oh, I see. Sorry, it was 22 to hit.
Plus the 9.
Whatever number I said, plus 1 for Rock. To hit the other guys, that's a crit miss. That is a. What's their AC? That is a critical. We have 3 more. Critical.
So they're getting hurt by this?
Yes, 3 of them are getting crit.
I'll-
1 is just getting hit.
I can reduce the damage again, I think. Oh, and that makes her enfeebled too, actually.
Yes,
I guess
that's
she would have
true.
been last turn.
So some of those
This turn,
crits
but-
would actually none of those crits would have crit then. She was just barely critting. Okay, in that case, they're all just hits, and you reduce again.
Apologize for forgetting that. Yeah, and
no, it's
refresh
fine.
the enfeebled.
Damage 15. Okay, let's roll damage once and do it on all of them. Okay, so they all take a little bit of damage as you manage to tank for them. Using your reaction to spook her again. She's getting sloppy.
Not today.
She's distressed. You can tell that her heart's not as in this as she wants it to be. 3, 4, 5. They can only really hit on the first attack, so let's go. That's 2 hits. As they all spend their turn swinging at her, dealing a little bit more damage. And the black scabbard in the back is going to rush the merchants out of the ship. Okay. End of the round. Gunn.
Okay. Does Rock go first or last? I'm going to use my first action to give him. I kind of want to go after him.
I mean, he goes
So
when
that
you
I can,
command
because
him.
here's what. Well, then my first action will be to command him. I want him to do his grab attack, and try, if he lands it, to try and lift her out of the ship. And then I'm gonna go underneath to caliber. So I can't do that until he lifts her up.
Okay, yeah. You can command him, and he goes immediately when you command.
Okay, so that's my reasoning for that. There, I'm gonna have him do a talons attack first,
and try and lift her.
First action.
Okay, you can make the attempt.
Well, first, I just have to find. There it is. So he has a 30. I guess 32 with flanking.
32 will hit. So go and roll damage against her.
Roll his damage. He does 16 points of slashing damage with his talons.
Okay.
And then he'll do his special follow-up action of... that's my sheet. No wonder. Here it is. He has a grab. Grab the target, and then he can fly at half speed with that creature, but I guess that has to wait. I don't know if I updated this for how he decided this has to work, because as a flyer, he has to move in order to stay flying.
Yes, but yeah. So if he only has 2 actions this turn, he can always use his third action to fly, like his invisible third action, to stay in the air. Is how I rolled it.
Okay.
But
not to move up.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to use it to move up. No.
Okay.
But he does have her grab.
All right. Well then,
if you want.
My other 2 actions are going to be to try and get around here.
Okay, you tumble down onto the floor. Okay, yeah, you can reach. You can get up to caliber.
This guy, I'm gonna do lay on hands. I'm gonna stand in front of him.
Every opportunity. Just let it go.
Okay, is that one action or? I don't remember any.
That's 2.
I mean,
that's a move and lay on hands.
Is lay on hands?
That's a command, a move, and a lay on hands.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just confirming that lay on hands.
Yes, lay on hands is one action.
Okay, and how much health does he get?
Sorry. Yeah, most focus spells are. He gets, I think that's at 7th level now, so 42 points.
Okay, so you reach down and
Actually,
manage to heal him. Greshy and Asher, you are on the scene now, all the way up here.
Oh, is this actually where I'm at then?
Boy.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There we go. Yeah, 42 health.
Oh, here, let me
Oh,
give you access to the horse.
that help a bit. All right, well, I'm going to fly my 80 feet to get me to there. And still can't really see what's going on, so suppose we'll go fly around and see what's going on. Oh my goodness! Gunn, you didn't say we were going to have visitors.
Surprised me too.
Oh, I suppose third action is just going to get off the damn horse.
Okay, you
So,
hop off the horse.
Hi.
As it flies.
I'm off the horse
Faster.
and I'm standing here just to see what's going on.
Okay.
We got
Asher.
company, Asher.
Social event. Okay.
You like snakes?
It's 80, and I guess is that a door you're in front of?
I don't know,
yes,
but I
it's
can
from
see
the
through it.
Yes, it's a door.
Okay.
Okay, so I can see through the door.
Yeah, there's a door at either end.
Dun-dun, so whoop. I guess I'm still on my horse. Ooh.
Sure. Yeah, Asher,
So
you can
that's
see
It's
Two moves.
Lamia up on the table that Gunn has kind of got his back to as he's leaning over this unconscious noble on the ground, clearly healing him. These pirates look like they're all fighting Lamia, as is Rock, who has her currently grabbed.
This is a lot, and I wasn't expecting any of this. This is not the Merchant Council.
You can see the Merchant Council all the way on the other side through the other door.
Oh, there they are.
In case it's not clear, the mercs are helping us.
Oh, good to know,
That seems
actually.
clear.
Appreciate that.
You look okay.
So not fireballing then. Got it.
Can I shoot from the horse, or do I have to get off?
No, you can
before
shoot from the
I
horse.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last turn to do 2 shooties from my horse.
Okay, you take a hunted shot on
At the
Lamia.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hunt prey her yet. I'm just gonna shoot.
You need
Okay.
to hunt prey in order to use hunted shot.
To do the double shot,
Despite
Huh?
the
No?
name, I think we determined that you can just take
Yeah,
the
we
shots.
Oh, it
determined
doesn't?
this
No, that's fine.
constantly.
That
There's a
42 is a
42 and a
crit.
27,
The
but
27
it's
is just a normal hit.
Not much.
So go ahead and roll
Alright.
crit.
I do have to do special shit for this, but I don't have to do a spell.
Correct.
Okay.
Damage twice.
Oh my god.
which of the
this so
stickies is
long.
it?
2 times damage. Let's do that. Don't have hunt prey easy.
So
don't have to
16
do that, don't have to do that.
and 18 points of piercing, 6 points of fire frost, and another 2 points of fire frost.
And then a 5 for deadly, and then
5 points of damage for deadly.
he gets 1d10 persistent fire damage. And then,
Okay.
if she would so love to do a DC 24 fortitude save, which everyone passes,
let's
but
see.
let's
Unfortunate she rolled a natural 1, went deaf, and then she couldn't be redeemed.
What was
Well,
the
she's
DC
gonna
on
get
it?
slowed. 24.
Okay, she has a plus 15, so it's not impossible. I think she failed.
Oh, that will be the
Yeah,
first
she got
time in a
21.
very long time. someone
She
failed
rolled a
that.
6 or 5.
Ah, she's slowed then.
Slowed,
Okay,
I thought
she
it
is
was-
also.
Let me see. No, I don't
Oh,
get
you got
damage.
the slowed.
Yeah,
Oh, is she
I'm
slowed?
slowed. Yes, I don't have
from
deafen.
from the frost.
No, that's. I was
Yeah,
thinking
okay.
of Guns. Guns
Yeah.
with his
I have
sonic
to
boom.
make sure. Where are my spells? Oh no! No one ever gets slowed. Okay. Where is the slow?
It would be frost.
I think it's just slowed is the condition she gets.
You get slowed 1 until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so she
So-
is slowed and on fire
Aye.
and grabbed and trapped on this plane. Calibur's turn.
He's
his
not having a
eyes
very good day.
flicker awake, and he looks up at you and. Why? And he just kind of.
You're still going to
makes
jail,
kind of
buddy.
monkey.
It's a nice thing to wake up to.
Leona turns. No, I can't go down here. She will. She's on fire.
Our cat, we already have enough Lamia running around.
She's on fire, she's
Getting
grabbed,
away
and
from
she only
us.
has 2 actions.
She's gonna use both her actions to cast a spell at Gunn. Give me a will save, please.
Okay.
Our stubborn party, a bunch of stupid idiots with high will saves.
We're just a bunch of assholes
this
who
is
like the
for-
woods.
I'm gonna spend 9 on that will save
Alright.
Okay.
because I have a history with, even though it's my strong save, I have a history with it, and rooftops,
A history of losing my shirt.
and I've already,
32.
41.
41. Yeah, 32 plus 9, 41. Yeah, where's your DC?
And
That is a
And the
critical
thing that-
success.
yeah,
Okay, you managed to resist the effect entirely. As you feel like some kind of creeping pain come onto that wound, that old wound of yours on your hand.
This again.
But you're fine.
Harry Potter.
She has to take her damage. It was a d6 of burn. Is that correct?
D10, I thought?
A d10. Okay.
D10 for fire for crits.
Yeah, it was a
Ooh.
D10.
Okay, she takes 9 points of fire damage from the burn.
Oh, Okay.
And she needs to roll her
that's the best I've done
d20.
that too.
She rolled a natural 20, so she's no longer on fire. And the
Oh,
Good
it's
for
close to
her.
she's only slowed 1 for the 1 turn, right?
Until the end of Asher's next turn. End of
Okay.
Asher's next turn, so.
Okay, so effectively the same thing. All right. I think that is
What
it
if
for
Asher's
her
away?
then.
Oh, and
she
she could be pinned to the surface.
She looks like
But I
she
didn't-
wants to try to get a swing out as well, but she's like too slow to actually manage. That looks like 5 more Restle's favors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scabbards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of them strike, swing multiple times using their flanking. All of them miss as they're just trying to swat her and keep her at bay. Top of the round, Gunn.
Well, that finally frees me up to go all out. So I'm gonna puff myself up, and it's time that this monster falls.
Okay, you
That's
pop
a
up,
40 on the attack
spin
roll
back
one.
around, dual handing your sword. That is a critical success with a 40 to hit. Roll damage.
Which becomes almost minimum, not quite. 17 times 2, 34.
Roll a second time. We roll twice in this house.
Oh, roll twice? Okay.
Yeah. Rolling twice
Okay,
is more fun.
17 and
That's all
34.
it is. More
Yeah,
dice.
see, there you get
17
more
and
damage.
34 makes 51. Yeah, literally double the damage. on the-
All right,
on the
51
second roll.
points of slashing and sonic damage. You swing the blade right into her neck. There is a loud booming sound as her head just pops off, goes flying,
Woo.
hits one of the windows at the back of the room, and her body slumps onto the table. Her slithery snass unwinding itself onto the floor, and everyone kind of backs up a step in relief. Everyone's kind of like catching their breath.
Went better than expected,
That is the end
and
of combat.
was like every bit as cinematic as I could have possibly wished for.
I was here for 1 round.
I was about to say, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but
What's happening?
I'm glad you were able to find another of our Lamia friends, but why didn't you tell us that that's what we were here for? We would have been here sooner.
Had I only known. Turns out Caliber was under her control. Well, that doesn't get him out of responsibility for what he did, but
Oh, I know. I mean, we could drain him if need be, but
The merchants slowly make their way back into the chamber now that the creature is felled.
oh, the problem's been taken care of. You can come back in now.
yeah.
The woman with the violet hair steps forward and guards, arrest that Caliber Bullet. We'll need to be dealing with him on land. Aye, ma'am, says one of them, and he reaches over and lifts up Caliber to his feet. Caliber, for what it's worth, seems like a bit disillusioned. His eyes seem like a little bit glazed over, and he's just kind of muttering to himself, I don't understand. What have I done? You'll be
Rather
coming
a lot.
with me, sir. And they, two
For
of
what
the...
it's worth, though,
Yeah, go ahead.
for what it's worth, though, you at least have a chance to make good on some of it.
his eyes meet yours for a moment, and then they kind of droop down to the floor as the two mercenaries drag him to the lower levels of the ship for now. Rock hops up onto the table and starts preening himself.
Good boy.
The other merchants all kind of crowd around. I say, that was a
Step up next to him and give him scritches.
remarkable display that you showed there, says the violet-haired woman again. The name is Marion Palm of the Merchants Council, owner of
Good to
Palm's
meet you.
Cosmetics. She reaches out a hand to shake. You standing on the
take
table,
the
reach down and
Bloody
Take her
gauntlet
hand.
off and shake her hand. I'm just glad we found a receptive audience. Thank you for hearing me out.
Well, my father was a man of Erastles, so it's hard to not want to hear what another follower of his has to say. But that was a very dangerous stunt you just pulled.
Yes, I apologize for the damage. I'll look up at the ship, but couldn't really think of another way to get to you all where you might actually listen.
Not that we've spent a whole lot of time trying, but
And also, we can't really stay around long enough to do a proper caper.
She leans back into a chair. Scabbards, could you get rid of that body for us? I think we need to have a long sit down and chat with these intruders of ours. Yes, ma'am. And the three remaining scabbards in the room drag the body out and toss it overboard into the sea.
Wait.
we should have searched it first. But
We should have searched it
All right.
first.
I'm assuming that she was staying someplace in town, and we can check for things there. But
She may have been in correspondence with the other Lamias.
that's my hope. But would probably be in wherever she stays.
Turns out there have been quite a few of them in high places recently.
Well, why don't you have a seat? I think we're going to have a long chat about exactly what has been going on here. And she motions for
All right.
the three of you to come in and just kind of sit down and...
All right, Greshy, we gotta
Rock-
fight over this chair.
Rock can go wherever he pleases.
Why don't you
Here.
take the chair? I'll
I
just
don't mind
send
standing.
over.
No, I
Over-
insist you take the chair.
I don't. Somebody needs to watch the horses. I'll go watch the horses.
No.
Rock can go wherever he pleases. Maybe he'd like to do some fishing or something.
Okay, Rock will go fly off.
I will sit in the chair.
Please, sir, you can have my seat. I don't mind standing. I'm a little jumpy
Oh.
right now anyway.
Boop.
Could you have one of the guards make sure to feed the horses? I'm not sure what Kelpies eat, but
I'll see to it that they do.
probably not man flesh.
But for now, please, tell me what the fuck has been going on. And that, I think, is where we will end the episode for today. Well done. You did it.
Good episode 100.
Aye.
Sorry,
Lamia for
Will and
once.
Char, you.
That's fine.
We flew. We had a nice scenic tour of the water.
It's chairs all the way down. We've replaced chairs with doors. Doors with chairs? Doors with chairs.
Oh,
Now it's
doors.
just gonna be chairs in every dungeon. Ugh.
Oh, please no.
All right, we made it!
I'll take
Yay! Thanks for
We did.
joining us, everybody. I hope you all had fun. We will be back next week with another episode. Right? I think so. I don't think anybody's gone.
Yeah.
If we are
I-
gone,
I'll be
we'll let you know on
remote
Twitter.
next week, but
You are?
Good to know.
I'm
Good
sort
to
of
know.
always remote, so
Sure. We'll figure it out.
We're
We'll
all
do
so far
something.
away.
If you want to catch up on our other episodes, we got 99 of them. You can go listen at quintuple speed at youtube.com/thirdaction or on whatever your favorite podcast thingy of choice is. Give us a little like or review or a follow or a subscribe or whatever you want to do. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Good night.